Welcome to Patrick and Friends Music. My name is Sebastian. I am a saxophone player. Today we're going to talk about modes of major. There are 7 modes in a major scale. There are also 7 different notes in a major scale. So every note is a different mode. You can play a scale off of each of these notes. Okay? Think of a major scale as a house that has 7 different rooms. Every room represents a different note of that scale. Each room or each note has a different function and it has a different name. We're going to go through the names. We're going to go through the symbols used to represent these different scales. And then we're going to have a little quiz at the end to see if you can figure out which is the parent scale. So let's use B flat major, for example. B flat major has 7 different notes, as do all different major scales. But the first one is B flat. Second note is C. Third note is D. Fourth is E flat. Fifth is F. Sixth is G. Seventh is A. The first mode is called Ionian. The second mode is called Dorian. The third mode is called Phrygian. The fourth mode is called Lydian. The fifth is Mixolydian. The sixth is Aeolian. And the seventh is Locrian. All right. Now, let's go through it quickly to see what the symbols are for each mode. So the notes are interchangeable. You can use any note in front of these names and symbols, but the symbols and the names remain the same. That is the order: Ionian, Dorian, Phrygian, Lydian, Mixolydian, Aeolian, and Locrian. That's the order from 1st to 7th, always. And I like to think of this acronym: I don't punch like Muhammad Ali. That's the easiest way for me to memorize it. Hopefully it's the easiest way for you to memorize it as well. So let's go over the symbols. The first one is B flat Ionian. It is represented by a triangle, major 7th. The second mode is Dorian, represented by a minus sign and a 7. The third is Phrygian, represented by a minus sign of a 7, a flat 9, and a flat 13. The fourth one is Lydian. It also has a triangle, major 7th, but it also has a sharp 11, which gives it a very distinct and unique sound. The fifth one is Mixolydian, represented by simply a 7 next to the note. So in the key of B flat, for example, it would be F7. G, which is the 6th note, the 6th mode, Aeolian, is represented by a minus sign, the number 7, and a flat 13. And finally, Locrian is represented by a little circle with a slash through it. So these are the symbols and the names used to recognize and represent all the different modes within a major scale. Here's something that we can do. We're going to be using Ionian, Dorian, Lydian, and Mixolydian. Only those 4 symbols, all right? I'm going to put a couple of symbols here for a couple of seconds, and you have to figure out what they are. Dorian means 2, means it's the 2nd note. Lydian means 4, means it's the 4th note. Mixolydian means 5, meaning it's the 5th note. And Ionian means it's the 1st note. We'll give you a little guide so you can follow along and use that to help yourself so you can identify these symbols. I'll do a couple first. F7. The 7 by itself means Mixolydian, which means that F is the 5th note of blank scale. Well, if I know my major scales, then I can tell you that F is the fifth note of B flat major scale. Therefore, I am going to play a B flat major scale starting from F, or the fifth note. Let's do another one. G minor 7, or G Dorian. I know that Dorian is the second mode of a major scale. So if I know that G is the second note, what is the first note? First note is going to be F, the scale F major. So I'm going to play an F major scale starting on G, the second note. And there's the symbol, G minor 7. I'll do one more. C Lydian. We have the note C with a triangle and a sharp 11. The sharp 11 simplifies that the 11th note of that scale, which in this case we're starting from C. So if you count from C 4 notes up, C, D, E, F, the F is going to be sharp. C sharp, F sharp, C, D, E, F sharp, which is why we have the sharp 11 there. I know that the triangle with the sharp 11 represents Lydian, which is the fourth mode. So C is the fourth note of blank scale. I know all my major scales, so I can tell you that C is the fourth note of G major. Now I'm going to play G major scale starting from C. We're going to show a couple of notes and symbols, and let's see if you can figure out what scale they belong to. Did you get all of them? Good, if you did. If not, that's okay. This is a great way to practice. Another great way to practice is write out all of your major scales, and I would write them vertically. So, and I don't mean note by note, I just simply mean, for example, B flat, C, D, E flat, F, A, F, G, A, B flat. And next to each note, you should write the symbol for each mode. So for example, B is 1, therefore you write the triangle. C is 2, so you would write the minus sign with the number 7 to represent Dorian, and so on. I'm going to link a PDF to this below or in the video somewhere, so you can have access to a master sheet and you'll be able to use this to transfer to all the other major scales. Thank you for watching. Also, don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel and check out our Patreon page for exclusive content that you will not be able to find on YouTube.